Oh God. One of the first videos this guy's ever made, Long Domu, this is currently my editor of my shorts. He made a video called I Miss Honkai Star Rail. This guy's one of those schizophrenic people I've ever met in my entire fucking life. He has a image, I shit you not, of my face as his blanket that he's been using to sleep at night every day for 2 years. Guy's hilarious, but mentally unwell is definitely one of the few phrases I use to describe him. But he misses Honkai Star Rail. Let's see why.
Warning! Hot take incoming! Hot take incoming! You better watch out, this is a hot one! Honkai Star Rail is dog shit.
Okay. Well, we're starting off strong here. Okay.
Help! Save me, Tectone!
It's been over 2 years though since Honkai Star Rail was released.
No way he edited Save Me, Tectone. Okay, bro.
To the public, and as a MiHoYo title, it was no surprise that the game became a major hit that's still going strong till this day. But recently, the game started getting more backlash, with some people actually even quitting the game. I, for better or worse, have also quit the game, which is really concerning considering that you only need to slap some ass tits and mediocre gameplay for me to actually play the game.
Is that not the truest thing you've ever heard in your entire life? Legit. I've been checking in on Zenless Zone Zero almost every day for a year just because I got big old titties. It is really not that hard to please us.
Which begs the question, what the hell happened?
Yep.
Was it the fact that the devs promised us less black screen white text and hit us with the white screen black text instead? Or was it the fact that the power creep has gotten so bad to the point that you have to get every new unit from every new patch so you can actually clear endgame just to receive extra 160 jades?
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
Or maybe...
Why is this the best video ever made? Oh my God, why is this the best video ever made? Holy shit, it's the truth though, bro. I think it's a combination of the three, to be completely honest. It's a painful, miserable experience. It truly is.
The real problem is that there's still no goddamn skip button for the story as story. Like, can we kick Xiaoxi? All my homies hate Xiaoxi.
I don't know anybody who fucking likes this guy besides these people who play Honkai Impact 3rd and want to act like they're superior for playing a shitty-ass game for a fucking decade. Yes, I'm talking about you, Oofy. The guy sucks ass. Thankfully, you came around and now you agree. He is terrible at Honkai Star Rail. And you know what sucks? I will never try Honkai Impact 3rd ever again because I know Xiaoji's responsible for the writing. Absolutely fucking not. Once again, we need to skip and summarize, but we need to skip and summarize. And we need to really cut down on the old bloat because I don't want to just skip everything. I want the dialogue to be reduced to where it's only meaningful and not pointless, mindless drivel. Because I am playing the game for the story, and if I were to skip the whole story, there would be nothing left. Because I don't feel like playing the fucking game, because you need to pull every new fucking character, which would cost you up to $500. I'm good!
I spent a good amount of time thinking about this, using 110% of my brain power, analyzing every move, every shift in energy, every website, connecting all the dots, just trying to figure out how a game...
That's the thing. Is that I want you guys to think, and I want to be legitimate here. Who was the last really goonable character in Honkai Star Rail? Like genuinely. When you were like, okay, this, yeah, I can jerk off to this. It was probably like Ling Sha, maybe? Like Cypher is in a good direction, right? A Cypher's coming out, great direction. But like, I feel like the only character that really captivated the entire world was Kafka. I feel like Kafka took over the fucking planet with how fucking hot she was. And it's like, bro, just make these women thicker. You know, like, there are some good Agli animations, and you guys got to understand, porn is incredibly important to selling a gacha game. It is. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's what sells the most. Right? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's been a while since we had not a hot character, a goonable character. Like, that's very important.
Like Honkai Star Rail could have possibly fallen off this hard. And then it hit me.
Yep.
The game didn't fall off. We're just...
greedy and stupid.
Okay. This is Long Domu's room. Well, you linked me a Discord link. I can't even click that, though. But you tried. That's okay.
I think we can all agree that Honkai Star Rail is heading into the wrong direction. It feels like the devs just don't really care about the game anymore. True. Whether it's because they want players to play their other titles, or because their focus has shifted to upcoming projects. But man...
Well, that's what they do, right? This is the Hoyoverse method. They make the game good for a year, and then they give up, and they make a new game. Because that's how you make the most money. Legit. That's how you make the most money. And they're just going to do maintenance to keep it just keeping its head above water with its community. And then they're going to release another game. 100%. That's why it's called, that's why it's no longer called MiHoYo. and it's called the Hoyoverse because they're trying to create a universe where you can just bounce from game to game to game and experience FOMO of missing out on all these other characters to keep you locked into this fucking company and the corporate grid. 100%.
I still remember fighting Cocolia with my shitty ass team and
was
hearing
awesome.
the boss theme go,
We made a choice, go fight against your fate.
Scenes like this made me completely forget that I was playing a quote-unquote free game. The
Yep.
production value, the music, the sheer cinematic drama. It was
Incredible.
literally insane.
Fucking
it felt like I was
incredible.
playing a full-blown AAA title disguised as a
And we have not had a single moment that's felt as good as that in the entire fucking game. Nothing got better than Belobog.
gacha game. Those were the times I was actually invested in. Those were the times where I had the most fun. Those were the times where I still jerked off to Kafka. Now she's not even in the story anymore.
I told you guys. Guys, we all know we had a crazy masturbation addiction when Kafka came out. And we all know it. We all know it, guys. We all know it.
Make purity great again. Events were actually fun. Stuff like Ethereum Wars or the museum event really stood out. They had gameplay, variety, and felt engaging. Nowadays, I can barely remember what event even happened, because they're just drowned in endless dialogue.
True.
It feels like I'm just stuck in a visual novel. If I really wanted to play a visual novel, I would have played the Fate series instead.
Or, Jesus, or just read a fucking manga. What the fuck am I looking at?
To actually get to there. Speaking about dialogue, we
What is
all know
that?
the only reason why this game still doesn't have a skip button is because if they added one, the 8-hour story experience would suddenly shrink down to 2 hours with 15 minutes of cutscenes. Or actually, scrap the cutscenes, just add in the black screen white text. Think about it. Someone on the dev team actually sat there and said, the way, the players want more cutscenes. Wait, I have it. What if we just revert the colors? Also, we're posting a developer note saying we're working on it to patch after. Because remember guys, we're just a small indie company after all. God, you're so smart. I hope the way enjoys his 9th yard. Even Simulated Universe is exciting. Not because I'm bad at the game. Okay, I was actually bad at the game. But because it was actually hard to do. Or when Swarm Disaster came out, I remember doing that over and over again. We don't get stuff like that anymore. These days I only do Simulated Universe for free jades. It doesn't feel
I haven't done Simulated Universe since like the second month of the game. And it just became insufferable. Right? There was no challenge, there was no fun. It was just pointless monotony, slamming your head against the keyboard for the sake of slamming your head against the keyboard. There was no challenge whatsoever. I'm not going to interface with that because you can't.
rewarding. It feels more like a chore than anything.
Yep,
The game had so much to offer, so
It felt like a fucking job.
much content overall. Everything was fresh, all the units were viable or at least playable. Nowadays, in order to play my favorite unit, I have to fully invest into them with all the best supports in the game, only to end up doing no damage at all. Hoyo has a pattern. They're great at making a game fun and engaging during the first year. For example, Genshin Impact was really good at first. I mean, I played it for a bit and thought it was pretty fun. But after a while, it's like, nah, I don't want to play with you no more. It's like they've either forgotten how to make a good game, or they just don't care anymore and they're just there to milk the cow. And it actually shows, with the game progressively getting more predatory, dark pathing you into the caster's banner and adding a goddamn spending event. Not to mention the HP inflation, practically forcing you to pull the next unit. Like I started when Blade came out. He's been banned.
I think it's fucking ridiculous where, okay, power creep's not that big of an issue until it makes other characters obsolete. I would challenge anybody to try to make Dot work in big 2025 and tell me that you're having fun. Legit. Tell me that you're having fun with Dot in 2025. And maybe that's my problem because it was my favorite way to play the game. I love when Kapu would go boom and all the dots would fucking explode. But like, how do we make not even power creep a unit, power creep an entire archetype? It's like all of them. You can't use Black Swan, can't use Kafka. And it's like, bro, those are the two hottest characters in the game. So what the fuck are we doing?
Since 2023. No wonder bro wants to kill himself. It's just sad how a game I once looked forward to, whether for the story, endgame content, or even events, has become.
And then they release Cypher, and everybody thinks that Cypher's gonna save Dot. Brother, she's for follow-up. There's nothing saving Dot. It's fucking nuts.
Something I hardly even play anymore. Which is why this video is sponsored by Wuthering Waves. So how do we actually fix the game?
True. Look at this, where Dot characters are. All right, sure, let's see it. What's this? Same company, same game. Units on below the line, unable to clear endgame on average. Oh, that is so fun. That is so good. That doesn't clear on average line. That Himiko, Jingliu, Argenti, Blade, Kafka, Zila are all just fucking garbage. Like that is straight up psychotic how many obsolete units there are in this game. It's just disgusting. Like why did we ever need to power creep this hard?
I'm not here just to trash it for the sake of it. The reason why I've been so critical is because I genuinely care about the game. I wouldn't be this passionate if I didn't like the game in the first place. So these are the things that I think could help make Honkai Star Rail a better game. Step 1. Kick Shao C! Like, brother, I'd rather have a shorter, well-paced story than sit through constant lore dumps and over-explanations. This guy has been ruining Honkai Star Rail since he took over. Where did the glazing come from? This guy sucks ass! And why is the story 8 hours long? Step 2. Introduce a power ceiling. A power ceiling would stop the endless stat inflation and make team building about strategy, not just pulling the newest 5-star. Instead of brute forcing content with raw power, players would focus on more synergy, mechanics and creative team comps. This idea is actually by Fleteur. I have no clue how to spell your name, brother. He actually explains it really well. I'm gonna link his video about it down below. Step 3. Remove global passives. The game is already predatory enough. We don't need no global passives. I have... Hoyo.
Just remove it off Castris, give her a buff exclusive to her, and then say everybody has this passive via this tower that you farmed. It's really that easy.
Hoyo, listen. You guys make enough money. Like, can we... Are you fucking kidding me? Step 4. Wait, is it step 4? Add better events. Like, we all know that you guys can do that. We all know that you know how to do better. Dude, if I have to play this cookie clicker thingy again, I'm gonna fucking kill myself, honestly. On God, I'm gonna kill myself. On God. Step 5.
They're not going to do that because people really like the goofy events. That's something that you're either going to have to like or just don't play. That's how it goes.
Change the endgame cycle. This might be a hot take, but can we just speed up the endgame cycle? Like, I ain't trying to wait 40 days for Memory of Chaos. And we all know that Memory of Chaos is the best.
It is. I'm not going to lie. Every time Pure Fiction comes out, it's just like, ugh. Okay, I'll press the auto button for 30 seconds and then boom, it's done. I'm glad I waited a month and a half for that. At least Apocalyptic Shadow is somewhat fun, but we all know Memory of Chaos is the best one.
Let me just get to the meat and potatoes a bit faster, you know what I mean? No one is excited for Pure Fiction or Apocalyptic Shadow.
I think he's drastically not understanding how many people like Apoc Shadow. I think Apoc Shadow is actually quite fun.
Let's be honest here. Step 7. Simply quit the game.
Yep. That's what I did. I was done bitching about a game that I was playing, man. I'm just like, I'm good. When I get to a point where I want to bitch about a game that I'm playing, I'm just going to fucking quit. And they can change it and I'll come back. And if they designed the game to where you can't quit, well, then I don't want to play that game regardless. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll just bitch from the sidelines and make fun of people who are still miserable playing the game. It's just not good, man. It's just not.
Quitting the game is the best solution. We all know that Hoyo knows how to make the game better. They've proven it before. Like when ZZZ fully removed the TV system.
Yep.
But they won't actually do anything until enough people stop playing and the numbers start dropping.
Well, the numbers aren't really dropping, huh? They had the most successful month, I think, maybe the 3rd successful month of all time, just like last month by adding Castris, which is fucking nuts. I'm very curious to see where the revenue is after that, because Castris was pushed so hard you practically couldn't fucking skip her. Like, your entire account got weaker if you didn't pull her, which is, I think is a fucking joke.
So are you gonna be a good boy and stop playing the game? Or are you a fucking slave to the system? I'm not gonna lie, I'm being a hypocrite here. I'm probably gonna come back for the fake color anyway, but for the
I'm not.
time being, I will quit the game. But I still got an Axa. You know what? Just scrap all of this. Who fucking cares? Guys, just get a job.
Yeah, great suggestion. Long Domo, as your first real video, I give that a solid 6.5. Great video, man. But I know you can do better. Great video. I know you can do better. And when you leave as my editor, well, rip your paycheck. But also, I'll be real, the shorts are kind of flopping these days anyways. And that's your fault, not my fault. So honestly, I still appreciate you as a human being, though. Guys, what do you think? 6.5? Why? Because I can't let it get to his head. I gotta keep him humble. Yo, guys, go like and subscribe to that channel. That was fucking great. Very good video.